Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your weekly reading going from the 11th through to the 18th of March. Yes, the energy from the sun has dropped out. We've seen that on Cymatic TV. And I don't expect the sun to be getting more active till about the 16th to the 21st of March. And this is a sort of pause, like last week was pretty much like this, a pause of putting things in place. So when that energy kicks in, and it could well be kicking in by the end of the week, about the 17th, 18th, it could well be. Once it starts kicking in, you've got to be ready to rock and roll. And in your monthly readings, we saw this. So your monthly readings will be linked around my head, or it's linked in the description below, or be on our channel. It's like it's on your relationship side. It's like you're being patient enough for that pain to end. And it was all about letting go of a pain so great things can happen. And I think this week here, I think you might get the first glimpses of that sort of coming to fruition. It's kind of a lot of, that's so much better in regards to relationships. On your financial side, it was the Six of Cups and Seven of Swords. Playing smart, using your, your past successes, even if it's got nothing to do with what you're doing today, just realizing how you approached a situation in the past and using that success of your past to play smart going forward into your future. And the overall energy was the King of Cups and the Star card. It was beautiful things that were coming out of it. Anyway, with you this week, I've got your overall energies here. Karmic message for your relationship side, your emotional sort of side. Karmic messages for your financial side, your business and your projects and so forth. I hope you have a lovely reading. Yes, Eight of Cups. I think the energy here is sort of like, it's like you're sitting waiting for something to happen. Waiting at a bus stop. And, kind of going, should I be going here? Should I be really getting on this bus and doing this? And life comes along and just shows you something across the road, and you just kind of go, do you know what? What's going on there? And that's when you naturally walk away from a pathway that's causing you pain, and opening the doors, because the moon is eclipsing the sun on this. And I think you are eclipsing your own, we can sometimes eclipse our own happiness. And I think that's what the overall energy is trying to sort of like provoke in you, this curiosity side of you, just kind of going, life could be great. Just come and play. Come and play. Tower moment on your karmic path. Now you had the Three of Swords and the Three of Wands here. It was a transition from one thing to another. And I think it's it's a shock to the system on your relationship side that you have to go through. It's like sort of saying, my great-grandparents or my grandparents, they're never going to pass away. And it's like ignoring the inevitable. And I think the more you ignore it, the more the tower it will be. This could be a very liberating thing for you on your karmic path here. And I think this is what's liberating the pain. It's the pain of being, imagine if you've got look, right? Just put this in your head, right? Look at that, that's a tower, yeah? Imagine living in that tower. Think of the stairs. Can you imagine it having to go up and down the stairs all the time? Kind of going, oh blast, I forgot my glasses on the third floor. I've got to go all the way to the top. Well, I'm getting rid of this tower. I'm getting like this. Boom. And that's the sort of thing. I think it's a very positive thing, actually, this tower for you. An incredibly liberating thing for you. The universe is giving you half the deal, so the Ace of Cups. So these two in cahoots, the overall energy and the universe. The universe here is sort of saying, distill all that good stuff in you and in your past. It's like you could have been in a long-term relationship, could have even been married, whatever, and you could have kids, and that relationship went south, and it didn't make it through. okay. But you got those kids out of it. Well, you got that, you know, you built a house together, and therefore you both made a bit of money out of it. What? I think that's what you've got to realise. I think you've got to realise the good that is in you, the good that is in life, as much as it can be difficult from time to time. You know? And sometimes you can't make an omelette without breaking the eggs, as they say. And I think that's what the situation is here. You have everything to withstand all of this. I think you have what you need in your drawer to confront this, to deal with this. I think it's only going to really make you a lot stronger, this situation that obviously is coming to a head. And because it's coming to a head, you're gonna realize all the resources that you have around you, in the way of emotions, in the way of money, in the way of sort of time, energy, spirit. You know, within your spiritual practices, you will find the depths that you need in order to get through anything. You know, and then you'll know that you've got the time in order to explore the beautiful avenues that are coming out of all of this. Because it can't be perpetually like that. That tower, once it's down, it's down. It's like the Ten of Swords. Once it's done, it's done. And you have got the Ten of Pentacles within you. The resources, everything you need is within you. Playing smart. This is your future self. I think you're going to learn a huge amount from this episode in life. And I think it's an episode that's not necessarily now is like, you know, the boiling point, but that water's been boiling for some time. And I think this is where you're, you know, over that time period, and that's what the universe is helping you to do there, is to find that inner cup that is within you, your love for life, for you, for another person. And it's only going to make you smarter. It's only going to make you better. And the King of Pentacles out the top. From these abundance that you get the King of Pentacles. I think this is a fantastic moment for you, actually, Scorpio. Yes, life is not... If it didn't hurt you, you wouldn't feel anything. Therefore, you wouldn't know what love is. Because you wouldn't recognize it. And I think this is where the recognition that you realize within you is so strong and so rewarding that it takes away a lot of the worries about anything. If you imagine if like you bought a place, you bought a house, and fruit just grew everywhere, so you didn't have to buy any fruit and veg. All of a sudden, you can do so much more in life. And I think this is what this confidence is bringing to you. It is a beautiful, a very confident installing week emotionally. It's going to make you realize the true value of you and yourself. Whoo! On your karmic, you what the blazes, Scorpio? What's going on? Look at that. That's your karmic path. You know what I mean? There's no half measures with you, Scorpio. No half measures at all. The beauty about both of these cards is that it makes huge amounts of space for something new to come into your life. And this is what the Six of Cups and Seven of Swords is about on your monthly here. This is all about a whole brand new beginning for you on your karmic path. On your financial wealth, within your job, your business and your projects. It could well be tied into your personal life. It could be a case of, say, like losing a job, therefore you're going to have to move a long way away. And that's what's causing you a lot of stress and strain on your, you know, your relationship or your emotional or your, you know, your spiritual path, your spiritual beliefs. It could be, well, the two could be very well connected. The universe here, the energy is bringing you those seeds that you need to plant for the bright future of tomorrow. And you're learning this process, and the universe is helping you here. You're obviously going into something new, or you've got to go into something new. You've got to make that step up that you've been thinking about for some time. You've got nothing to lose here. And I think the universe is sort of saying here is, once you take that first tentative step in front of you, this is when you're going to be able to use all your smartness, all your intelligence that you have to apply yourself precisely to the situation in order to get the best out of life. And you will get a lot of rewards, a lot of feedback, you know, to your life in a very, very productive way. The Knight of Wands, this is a mission I think you've been on for some time. I think you're now learning about taking those first tentative steps, which is that Eight of Cups all about, and the overall energies here. It is learning to take those first tentative steps to put into practice what you've learned about your job, your business, and your project. You know, passing an exam, or even just passing your, you know, your driving test. So then, therefore, you can travel to a job that you wouldn't have been able to travel to before. Therefore, you couldn't apply for it. That sort of thing. Something. It's a significant change in your sort of outcome, and this is something that you've been working on for some time. It's been a bit of a mission on you, and it seems to be now coming. It's like you've gone to university and you've been learning all this time, and now you've got the results. They're good results. Now you've got to go into the workplace. It is the death and rebirth. It's the death of the student, and now it's the birth of the working person. It's that sort of scenario, and it could be moving into retirement. You know, it could be whatever it is, and it's a longish term mission. Yes, once you allow your curiosity to open those doors and start using your understanding that you have within you and applying your understanding in your life, this is what's ahead of you. And ahead of you is that there is loads of rewards on this pathway. But some of the fruit, not all the fruit are ripe at the same time. So I wouldn't collect or harvest fruit that are not ready for harvesting. Enjoy the moment of each step along the way as like a mini victory in a whole war that you will win. Well, I don't want to say war because it's not nice, but you know, it's a step. It's one little step to get to the top of that mountain. There you go. Similar sort of thing, but you know what I mean. And I think this is where you got to. I think in the future, I think this is pacing yourself as well is a really good thing. The outcome of this is this death of something. The thing is, on your monthly reading in the following week, from the, what is it, the 18th to the 25th or whatever it is, you have the Four of Swords and the Six of Wands. And I think here is this is the death of something that you are walking away from. And it could be walking away from one job to start a business, for example. Walking away from one job to do a project in your life. Walking away from a job towards retirement. Walking away from, you know what I mean? There's multitudes of ways of doing it, but this is what it seems to be. And it's no longer causing, it's not causing you any stress and strain. It's done. It's you've done that warrior bit sort of thing, and you should be now applying your understandings in order to get the good results in a very continual sort of way within your financial career, your business or your job or your projects or whatever you wish to do in your life on the material side. And it could be, you know, going on holiday or go traveling for 3 months in a van. You know, why not? What have you got to lose? You've only got to win out of that, really. Honestly, I would have advocated for everybody at some point to spend a good sort of like 2 or 3 months in a van, just looking at life and exploring it. I think it's very advantageous. Let's get on with your clarifications. This is what you're walking to. No doubt about it. I think this is particularly on your relationship side more than anything else. I think that's the overall energy the emotions of life, you know, your emotions, your relationships, your interactions with others. I think you're walking towards your heart's desire. And this could be you offering it as much as the world offering it. I think it goes both ways. I think you're looking for harmony to come back into a fair exchange of emotions that is honest, that is straight. And I think it really does suit you down to a ground. Allow it to come, you know, apparently this is on your pathway. It's got to be on your pathway. But it's the only reason it's happening is because it's taking you to a much better place. And that your karmic mission is to do that. You know, if the fish, let's say you're a fisherman or you're a fisher person, yeah, if you go fishing and where the fish is a bit rocky, so therefore the waves, there's a lot more choppy water, but that's where you've got to go in order to get the fish. But you can't stay perpetually in that choppy water. At some point you've got to bring the fish into shore. And I think this is what's happening here. I think you're going through a bit of choppy water here, but you are going, it's going to bring only harmony and respect and fair, you know, a beautiful exchange of emotions with someone or with people that is around you. Yeah, be patient with yourself. That whole distilling thing into one cup, be patient with yourself. I think that's what the universe is trying to sort of say. Sort of saying this is a process, this is a pathway, this is one step after the other. Look at that. Just see things differently and your happiness will shine. And it will shine within the relationships that are around you. There is no doubt about it. But being patient with yourself, I think, is really important. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Swords with the Ten of Pentacles. This is a natural progression. Look at this. Seven of Swords, which is just above it in your future self. And this is your past self here. And I think it's sort of saying, know this, that this is how you can play smart. If you recognize the abundances that you have within you, emotionally, physically, morally, financially, time-wise, everything like that. Once you realize your strengths in a way, this is when you can really start playing smart in order to create a situation which you feel totally at one with. Yeah, totally at one with. Because that's where your future self, that playing smart thing, that's where it's going to bring you to. That's where that's coming up into. It's playing smart and making it, you know, that's what you want. You know, playing it in a way that's in line with the world that is around you. It's a real, I'm getting this sort of sensation here where it's a moment, and I think this is what this tower's all about. Oh yeah, it's like you're realizing, it's like you're having a moment that sort of kind of makes you go, wow, I can't scream out loud, but I want to, sort of thing within you. And then this moment and kind of going, oh no, but if I want that, I've got to deal with that. And that's why this has to happen. You know, that's why this process that you are going through has to happen. It is making you a lot more intelligent about being in alignment with who you are, being in alignment with another person solely, beautifully, having this beautiful exchange, an honest exchange of emotions with another person. I like it, Scorpio, I really do. Sun is shining, the weather is sweet, yeah. Makes you want to move your dancing feet. Thank you, Bob. Lovely man. King of Pentacles with that. You couldn't get better, really. Could you? Could you get better? I think this is a massive turnaround for you in your emotions and your relationships. This thing that you have to go through on your karmic path is so unavoidable, and you are going to come out of this so good because you're going to realize that it's unavoidable. Therefore, I will confront it fully. And you will have all the resources. And confront it fully in a way that you're kind of sort of saying, because I want to be at one with myself. I want to be at one with the other people that are around me. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right, let's get on to your financial side. Knight of Wands, again, that's twice now you got the Knight of Wands coming from the path. I think this is also an unavoidable situation on your karmic path, on your financial side. There's something that needs to give over in order for you to actually get your success. And it could be an inner fear of you sort of saying, I'm not good enough, or I don't deserve it, or, you know, this other person is so much better than me. It could even be as simple as that needs to come to an end. With the Page of Pentacles, you get the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you do need to apply what you've learned in your life, and in multitudes of ways. But this time now, when you apply it with your passions. The Knight of Wands is securing the path for the Queen and King of Wands. And it is on your karmic path and from your past in order to secure your pathway so you can explore life and all of those things you understand about how good life can be in the material world, in your job, your business, and your projects, to actually start really galvanizing your passions into every aspect that works well for you. But in order for that to happen, something does need to be dead, done, and dusted with. Queen of Pentacles. This is really good. Did I say earlier on that it could be that your financial side is affecting your relationship side? It could well be, because you've got the King of Pentacles at the top. It could well be a situation where you've been working with someone for a long time that you actually get romantically involved with. That's way possible. But it is securing as well, that pathway. Once you do that, and because it's coming from your past, I almost think that going on and doing that thing in your karmic path, you know the result because the way in which you're engaging with it. You've planned it out. You're really in control here. A really, really powerful moment. And once you get in that control, don't get carried away. Don't start just grabbing all the fruit. If it's not ripe, don't grab it. And that's what that Nine of Pentacles is all about. Three of Swords. We saw that on your relationship side. And as I say, there may be a connection between what you've been living emotionally or relationship side in your life that is now affected by what you work as, what you do as a work, whatever. I think that is that pain, once you realize that you don't have to grab every fruit before it's even ripe, that is actually going to stop the cause of the pain. Because you will no longer be in a situation where, you know, 2 months down the line, you got some fruit. I should sell fruit and veg, organic fruit and veg. You know, that's what I used to do as a very young man. And you know, some of the fruit is not. They're going to go bad before you actually get to sell them or get to eat them. And I think that's been a source of pain for you, that it's not bringing in the results that you should be doing, and you should be manifesting something else, you know. And that's what you're converting that by sort of realizing that actually I can collect this fruit as I go, and it's going to be very, very rewarding for me. And this is where you can let go of an attitude, or not an attitude, a way of putting yourself down that now will allow to flower. Ten of Swords with the Ten of Swords. It is unavoidable on your karmic path. Therefore, if it is unavoidable on your karmic path, you have control over the situation because you know what's coming. And that's what that's all about. You know it because of the pathway that you've been gradually leading. And it could be your amazing success, because there is that Six of Wands that comes out in the following week for you on the monthly reading. I think this is beautiful for you. I really do. Liberating. And because it's liberating, It creates so much for you. There you go, Scorpio. Don't worry about the sun's going to be coming back after the 16th. That's when the energy kicks in. And that's when this all sort of gets converted into action. So be ready. Enjoy your week. I will see you either over on Cymatic TV, our channel all about energy, chakras, aura, and earth energy, solar energy, prana energy, all of that sort of thing. Or I'll see you over here. Whatever it is, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.